Hey everyone. Oh, let me put this on, get this on my computer. Welcome in everyone. Just ahead of time, thank you all for coming in, for participating in the chat, for the silent viewers who listen in. That means a lot too. Hopefully one day you'll be able to jump in the chat and chill and talk with us. Um, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really have anything specific to talk about. I just want to talk about a little bit. When we do the end of the night, sort of end of the um chat rooms, which we don't do every night, but when we do them, I'm not saying it like how my title says it was magical or whatever. Wait a minute, see, every time I start talking, I haven't really talked all day. My voice is like ready to crack and all that stuff. Hey, sweetums. And I try to hydrate the heck out of myself before the live so I won't sound like this. This needs to go away, whatever it is. But I was saying that I don't mean magical in, ooh, there's magic or whatever. Hey, Rainbow. I mean that I felt strong energy and, hey, Diane, good evening. I apologize. Last night I fell asleep. You have one of those calming voices. Oh no, don't please. I always say to you guys, don't feel sorry for falling asleep or being asleep during this time because it is late and I'm glad if I could calm you to sleep. I'm more glad about that than you having to try to stay up through it. Wait, let me do something real quick before I that I always forget to do. One second. Hey Cherry. I was saying, okay, now that's done. I was saying that I was just doing the rooms at the end of the night, and that I felt the energy strong. It's like it just helped me out so much. Like I felt like my pain was relieved a little bit, even though it's back full on today. But just for a little while after the live, I didn't feel so miserable. And like I said, it doesn't have to be magic. I just put that in there. But I think it was the fact that even if we're not believing in whatever we're doing, like we're not believing like, oh, the runes are doing this, it's like you guys are hearing words that I'm reading and stuff. So that always helps. So just the practice of that always helps. The seeing that things were on point and stuff like that. It's like I think it's just the fact that you guys enjoy me reading the runes that it's helping because it's helped me so much in my life. Um these last couple of years, so to share it with other people that enjoy it too, I think that's a big deal for me because I was, nobody knows what the runes are, and I didn't originally when I looked them up and started using them. But that you guys could just say, "Hey, read for me," it just that helps me. Even when I get stuck on words, even all that other stuff, everybody understands. It's not like, oh, she doesn't understand words. What's wrong with her? Like you guys have always been very kind around those times and stuff like that. So that helped me a lot. So I hope it helped you guys too. And I just wanted to share that last night especially, that was like the biggest night for me that I clearly I 100% felt something and felt it, the energy of it and everything, and how positive it was. So, I wanted to put that in the beginning of the video because I'm like, sometimes I just get, so much in my pain that I don't address something that was really, really nice and really, really special and felt good, you know. So I just want to say that. And then the people that listen at the beginning, and, maybe if you guys could stick it out some nights when we do the rune readings, you can get yours read too. But like I said, it's not an every night thing. But when it happens, I think it's nice. So let me see. I think everybody was just saying hi to each other. Hi, hi, hi. I hope everyone is doing okay. That's good. I agree. I left in such a good mood after last night's live, and it was fun hearing everyone's readings. Yes, sweetums. Um, the read last night motivated me. I got a lot done today. Cleaning and laundry. Oh, that's good, Rainbow. That's amazing, Rainbow. I'm so glad it left us in a good mood. Yes, because usually for me too, when after the live, I have to get up and, make my final runs, through the house till I can lay down and it's, for the night. And, usually that's like the most miserable time, the most miserable thing because it hurts so much. And, I actually did it with a little less pain last night. And while I was walking to get my salary and stuff, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, where's the pain? Of course, I had my normal pain, but everything just wasn't so freaking heavy. So, um, I just, like I said, for me, that's magic to me, to feel a little lighter. And, you know, I don't know, it was, I hope for more of that to continue on. I fell asleep. Oh, yeah. I know when you don't say nothing, you're knocked out. I was telling them, oh, goodness, let's get rid of this person right away. Um, I was telling them that I was waiting for you to, be more, what's it called, practice more on your tattooing so you could tattoo a few things on me. A few words I've been wanting on me, Cherry. But I said you were an artist, but I don't know if you would call yourself an artist. Um, what? Cherry, yellow, feeling better? Yellow? Wait, am I missing something? Oh, you not yellow. I'm like yellow. How about 68 not only one? Oh, you'll say you're an artist, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, that's wonderful that an uplifting mood helps lessen. Of course it does. Like, it's a big deal because if you're just thinking about focusing on your pain and everything, the pain receptors alone act different if your stress levels are different. So, um yeah, it's a big deal. I was confused because I'm like, yeah, well, yeah, and then you didn't even hear the way that they know how to annoy me like you do now, Jerry. I don't know which one of them picked out a lovely song just to put in my head last night. Um, no, not a tattoo artist, but just an artist. Yeah, you're practicing tattooing. Um, hi, J fam. Let's see what else. beautiful. Whoever did what. Let me see what else. I'm trying to think of. Oh, whoever did the song thing already, like I forgot what you were talking about. Yeah. I Premenopause pain, I'm telling you, memory stuff. That junk is crazy. Like, I don't know. I got up today, just how easily you forget things. Like, I forgot that easy or fast. But I got up today to put something away because I got some more stuff for the jewelry I'm making. I was like, let me put this away before I lose it. By the time I got up to put it in my drawer thing with my other stuff, I don't know where I put it, and I still haven't found it yet. I'm like, what the fuck? Where the hell did I put it? I think it was Rainbow. And then I didn't even know what song Rainbow did. You get the thing cleared up with your insurance. Oh, and then I didn't even know what song it was, and they gave me a clue for me to remember what the heck the song was. I'm like, oh, thanks a lot. Um, don't tell me what the song was. No, see. I should have read it. I shouldn't even brought it up. I would. Oh, I just saw your message on Instagram, Sweetums. I'll read it when I get off. But yeah, when I was going through the reels or whatever, I was like, should I send this to her? And I was like, yeah, I gotta send these to her. That's too close to home type of stuff. Um, no, we don't need to hear it and we don't need to read it. I should never said anything. I already got a nice song stuck in my head. I don't need a annoying one. I mean, that wasn't annoying back in the day. It was a alright song, but nowadays, no way, no way. Yes, that's why I was like, oh, yeah, I'm sure you'll be happy about that one. The reels really resonated. Oh, when I saw the little clown guy on your IG, it's actually so cute. Okay, you think it's oh, you said guy. Sorry, you're not a guy. You're a girl. It's a girl, but it's over there with all the boy clowns. Yeah, clowny. But I was gonna tell you because I put the picture up that the darker picture up because it's so crazy how the contrast between the darker and the lighter ones. The darker one's like, what you looking at? When I put the lighter one up, you'll see. But yeah, that's addition to the lovely clown bake things. One day you'll be able to see more. Hopefully, I'll save the dusting off day for like a if I could go live on a video or something of the ones I do have out because I only have a few out. All the rest are still in the totes packed away because there's not room for them in here. Yeah, the one you took. Um, is YouTube gonna start the lovely reconnecting stuff like they did last night about 10 times? I was about to start watching Welcome to Derry. Glad you came live to save me. No, I'm telling you, Welcome to Derry is, if anything, it's a little bit scary. But just how the kids acted is something they need to have more kids. They need to be in movies, more movies. Those kids. Um, yeah, there was a big difference. Yeah, it's on Hulu, but only if you have the HBO thing on it too, like paid for that part. And you have to get through. I think you have to get through like 2 episodes for it to start getting interesting. To get through the first two, then the third one, it starts getting interesting. I still haven't gone back to the Stephen King series yet, but I probably will tonight. Oh, it's Hulu plus HBO. Yeah, I think it's HBO. One of those. Yeah, it's just not the basic Hulu. The Castle Rock one. I don't. It hasn't gotten to any good parts yet. Um, and I believe I'm on the third episode. It's just your really basic old school, supposedly scary series, which isn't so far. But it seems like it's dated way more than when it came out. I don't like clowns. I was my mom braided my hair in several braids, and we had to the bubble. Oh, remember them? You're talking about the circle? Yeah, the clown came and I was messing with my hair. Oh, you were at where? What? I was 3. My mom. Oh, I was 3. My mom braided my hair in several braids, and then we had the bubble rubber bands. The clown came and was messing with my hair. I would have been scared as hell of that too. Shoot. You're talking about those hair things with the round. You don't remember them, Cherry? They had the round, colorful balls on them. Those hard ones. 2 on each with each thing. One on each side. Is that what you're talking about, Rainbow? Yes, I'm scared of clowns. I only have, um, yeah, the knocker things. Yeah. I only have, like I said, I have those because I think they look like more sad clowns than scary clowns. Because that's what they're supposed to be, sad clowns. I don't know if the girl one is supposed to be a sad clown, but the boy ones that I have are. Um, my hair was so thick I busted them all. How is that held? Sweetums, they held that. Yeah, that's how my hair used to be too. Not like that anymore. Yeah, the ones that hurt if you missed the loop. Oh my goodness. That used to be so horrible. Those things would pop you so hard. Oh my goodness. Was this at a birthday party, Rainbow? Yeah, I sure enough would have been some scared if a clown did that to me. I know. It is because it thinks I'm sane, busted, and not, and yeah, it held that too. But no, it was at a parade. Oh my goodness. I was just still thinking about how those things pop. And then if they get your knuckle, oh, yeah. They were cute though. So, anybody watching anything good besides what we were talking about? Didn't mess with your hair for very long? Or was it because you were 3? That would have gave me nightmares for I don't know how long. I don't like anything. I never have liked anything that had a mask or a paint where you can't see the person's face because you can't see their true intentions. So I've always been scared of that stuff, especially if they were around me. My heart would race so quickly. I started watching this old cartoon called Over the Garden Wall because someone recommended it because it's mid so far. Oh, okay. Over the Garden Wall. That's why my mom laughed at the story. She said it was cute. I'm like, cute because I was screaming. Oh. Yes, my hair is thick. I kept saying I'm going to cut it because it's too hard for me to take care of now. It's past my waist. Wow, Diane. Yeah, I understand that. I've been cutting a couple of inches every time, like every 3 months or so, this last year. And I think I'm gonna do the final 2 or 3 inches to see if that will make it easier to take care of because still it's a little too long for me to do, so I get sad every time I have to do it, but I'm like I want to be able to, not do my hair with so much physical pain. So I'm hoping the last cut that we do soon, that's it until it grows out and has to be cut. But yeah, that's how mine was down to my butt. What about all those characters at Disneyland? Would they? Yes, anybody that I cannot see, I cannot read their face. I don't want to be around, especially these days. Shoot, that's long. I cut my own hair and it's lopsided in the back, but I wear a ponytail anyway. There's ways that you can cut your hair evenly. Because I always cut my own hair. Before my daughter learned how to do hair, I always cut my own hair. It just takes a longer time, but there's ways to get it even. There's a lot of YouTube videos that show you how to pull your hair in the front so that you can get it even. My last haircut cost me $90 just because I have curly hair. What? Oh yeah, I guess they charge. Yeah, and that's you just got a haircut for $90. I don't even know what the price is. That's probably around right though. I wear mine. Yeah, I wear mine in a bun too all the time. Brad Mondo videos. Oh, those will help with the hair cutting thing. That's highway robbery. No, I think because my daughter works in the salon. That sounds like that sounds like the normal price. Cause it's like you're not only getting a haircut, right? You're getting your hair washed, or is that just for a haircut? Oh, I'm due for a cut. New year, new me. Is Brad Mondo the guy who reacts to the bad haircuts? Oh my goodness. People that think that I don't understand how people think they could just cut without even thinking ahead of time and it's just gonna turn out okay. That was just for the cut? Oh no. Yeah, that's a lot. But yeah. when I cut my hair, it takes a good, because I do a little bit of layering, so it takes a it. If I were to do the layering that I wanted to do, it would probably take like 2 hours to get it right. But because I just do simple layering, it takes probably like 20 minutes or something. But no, I don't know if I'm going to do any layering. Curly cuts cost more. Yeah, I never just got like a haircut at a salon. I always got my hair dyed or something. Yes, he's a hairstylist. Oh, okay. To trim your hair and dye it, it's 165 here. Yeah, that stuff's a lot now to do all that. Get it done. It's a lot. When I cut my hair, I just hack it off and call it good. And there's no way I could do that to my hair. No, so no, I would go to. I'll know something's up, but that's probably just because you're also younger. When you get older, you're gonna be like, no, I gotta do my hair right. But you might still have thick hair when you're older. Some, a lot of women are, not mine. I think mine though, I lose my hair because of stupid medicine. I mean, I'm glad it's not as thick as it was because it was always really unmanageable. But I don't like it being this thin. And then I'm still losing hair, so that's not good. What's next? Are we? Let me think. I don't know. I saw. I wonder if she did it specifically. I saw Tasha today's. I think it was a video she had today where she. Tasha's just one of the people I watch where Chat GBT asked her a couple of questions, and the questions were some good questions. I'm just trying to see. I should look beforehand if they were from like a specific thing. But I think about to look it up. We might have to do it another day if I can't find it today. Since Sweden's message with the chat. Oh. So she said she asked Chat GPT to ask her personal questions. And the questions that she got that it asked her was good. What about biotin? No, biotin makes me break out. If you have acne prone skin and you take biotin, people, and you're breaking out more, it's the biotin. Just to let you know. We didn't. Nobody likes the three emojis anymore. I don't think. I tried it yesterday. People were like blah, but we could do it if let's see if anybody wants to do it tonight. The three emojis. If you guys don't know what the three emojis are, we just put three emojis about how our day went and explain it if we want to. So I'm gonna go ahead and find mine, then I'll read you guys that you put in there. don't know what my third one is. I guess I'll put this as my third one. Um, alright. Before I forget mine, I'll say mine was a little, no, it was a little smile. It still was a smile just from always remembering how last night was. I think that was just on my mind a lot today, so there was a little smile there. The middle one is always usually about my grandbaby. He just seeing him, growing, able to do more things and doing more talking and stuff like that. Even though it's just a few words, even the mixed words that we don't even know what they are, it's just so cute to me. So, I love him more every day. So that's always a good experience. And then the third one is this: whatever the stupid sickness, it needs to go away. The cold, congested stuff, it needs to go. I'm sick of it. So that's about it. All right. So next we have Diane's. Um, I know the last ones are cold, but the first one, I don't know if you want to explain it. Cherry is what, crying, laughing, crying? Oh no. I'm having trouble with my third one too. Sweetest third one is almost like mine too. So mine is sad, freezing, all snow. I'm sorry you said, Diane. I did laundry, including my bedding and pillows, had a nice long shower, head to toe, and clapping for accomplishing something. That's good. Um, Cherish was hormonal and in pain. Oh, yeah. Can you imagine how lovely it would be to hear somebody say, I love them more every day about you? Damn, sweetums. That is, yeah. I don't know how that would feel. But yeah, that was a good question, sweetums. Um, For mine, it's really just an annoying sickness because it's like it's just congestion that doesn't. I'm glad I didn't get all the normal cold symptoms, but it's annoying to get on here and sound like this. Mine is I've been sleepy all day and trying to not drink too much coffee. I got a new pair of shoes and my allergies started acting up when I got cold. Oh no. I hope you feel all better soon. Oh, I think I read that. I mean, what you said about. No, I know. It must be lovely to have him. Yeah, but I was thinking about. No, but, like people, somebody, if they thought that about me, and I'm like, damn, that's never happened before. uh, it's annoying for me to hear, too. Shut up, Cherry. New shoes, she's gonna be stepping out the house. I'm cheering for you, Sweetums. So, Sweetums, did you want to ask Chat GPT and see what questions it gives you to see if we wanted to answer them? Like I said, to ask me personal questions. So just ask it to ask you personal questions and see if any of them are different from what we've been getting. Jerry, why you gotta be Sister Troll? That might be something we could do. Alright. I hope these jewelry pieces that I got lost today really pop up. I don't understand. There's not many places it could go, and it's just gone. It's a lifetime job for me. Yes, I know. My nose doesn't get stuffy any part of the day unless I talk. Yeah, we're all gonna be answering the questions. If you guys want to. But when she was answering these questions, I was like, damn. I was like, it really resonated with me. I'm like, yep, I'm like that now. I swear the age plays a big part. Age and actually learning from your mistakes play a big part. Yes, Sweetums, if you can, please. Um, Play a big part in what you accept now. And even if you don't accept none of the bullshit you used to, and that leads to you having no one in your life, it's still like a good thing. It sucks not to have love, okay, but it's a good thing that you don't just take shit from somebody just to have it. So I'm glad I'm there. I'm glad I reached that point, and I would never turn back. And it doesn't mean, oh, I would be stupid with somebody again to a certain extent. I don't know. You know why I don't know? Because I don't take the risk of being stupid again. So I know I want to put up with a lot of stuff, but I don't know if I would be stupid in some ways. So it's like, oh, I don't trust myself enough. So it's called I don't do it. Period. So that solves the problem all around. I don't need that type of grief. Gosh. Wait, what? Why does it say Gina deleted Sweeten's message and I haven't even seen Gina in here? Gina, are you in here? It clearly says Gina deleted Sweeten's message. Oh, I just came in and dozed off. I was like, what the heck? So that was a mistake, deleting her message? um, oh, I gotta get on Instagram. Yeah, that. What's the all wait, let me look. Okay. The first one, oh, let me see what. I don't even know. I dozed off till I heard you say my name. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna start on some questions if you guys want to answer them. Um, the first question is, who are you when no one is watching? I know I am a singer. I do not sing when anybody is watching, but when I know nobody could hear me, my butt starts singing songs. So that is me. Beyonce Rainbow said. But definitely when I know nobody's home, I start singing. I'm about to mute this for a second. Hold on. I feel like that just made it worse. Nothing happened. Um, Actually today I was Lisa. Just tonight I was Kelly Clarkson. So you guys do the same thing. Well, um, yeah. I myself just not freaking out about being myself. I feel safe being a weirdo alone. Yeah. Kelly Clarkson is a good one. Yeah, that's true. I could just, like I said, the being myself thing. I think that goes along with singing for me. But yeah, I have a big like relief because for most of the time, like I said, I did live 10 years by myself before I had to move in. So I had a lot of alone time. That's way better for me. We're all weirdos, Jerry. Let your freak flag fly. Yeah. I saw your dance move. Oh my gosh. But yeah, back in the day when I used to be getting ready for dates and stuff, I used to do little dance moves. But yeah, that's a lot. That's me. Come on. If this gets, I'm really getting off here. If this is just gonna continue to get worse, and it doesn't do anything until I'm on here. I sent a list of deeper questions. Okay, I can't help but let it fly. Just don't feel good about it unless I'm alone. Yeah. What part? Well, this is sort of the same thing. What parts of yourself do you hide from others? I know a big part of myself that I hide is like the hyper part. Uh, and then a lot of I withhold a lot of words that I want to say because I think though I'll say them wrong. So I withhold. I like dumb down a lot of my conversation because I won't use the bigger words that are in my head. Um, what else? I think that's a big part of it. Oh yeah, my niece had her baby a couple of days ago. Oh, it was. Did it all go good? That's good. Congratulations, Gina. It depends on the person. I hide the sad parts. Nobody needs to see that. I know that you think nobody needs to see it, but if it's a part of you, I just don't. Especially, I mean, people just don't like seeing the sad parts of people. And unfortunately, if people actually let people be themselves, to allow them to have the sad part be around sometimes, you wouldn't be so sad as a person in general. Girl, you're terrible at hiding the hyper ways. I know you're more hyper inside. You should use the words. I'm not terrible. What do you mean? At hiding the hyper? Nobody knows I'm hyper. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about I'm talking about other people. Oh my gosh, my nose is singing. What the heck? I do that. I can only use the words I actually want to use around my family, and then I use the simpler words for regular people. Yeah, no strangers need to see it. It's being vulnerable. What? Being hyper? I do that too. Goodness. Her epidural worked and she labored and pushed for like an hour. Okay, that's good. I mean, if I met new people, they only think I have one sibling. That's not, yeah, I guess that's none of their business. Unless you were trying to, like, date them or something, because I don't want to get into it. Yeah, I didn't know you were like that. Which one, Cherry? Oh, which one, Cherry? We both, me and Sweetums both said which one, the sadness part or the word part. Never mind, I hate texting. Okay. Um, that's so cool work, Gina. Congratulations, Auntie. She is, 20.2 inches and 6.2 pounds. She is skinty, yeah. 6.2 pounds and 20.5 inches. Yeah, she's skinny. Hopefully, she gains some weight pretty quick. Even though usually they lose a little bit before they gain it. Oh, don't dumb down your words. It's like if I attempt it, I'll start stuttering and stuff, so I don't even do it. It would help me. Yeah. Speak normally, I don't dumb down my words. I actually got a Bluetooth keyboard for my iPad, and it's a game changer for having to use my phone. I don't dumb down my words with family, yeah. So, let me go down some more. Wait, let me see. Yeah, I like these questions more for right now. I know you guys don't have to answer if you don't want to, but, besides two siblings, but we don't talk anymore. And I don't use many, okay. This one is, what truth about yourself took you the longest to accept? What truth about yourself took you the longest to accept? My biggest truth was, for real, like it wasn't my fault. Everything that I blamed on myself, it wasn't my fault. And it's just like, I still have to tell myself that so much because it's the truth. I'll instantly blame myself over any situation. And that's not even, you know, So I had to start telling myself it's really not your fault. It's really not your fault. To be able to go back through the years and say, "Damn, it really wasn't your fault." And it became. I felt like I started saying it was my fault because I was brainwashed into things were always my fault, and every male, even female, through the years, would just continue that brainwashing of it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault, until I learned and broke away that it wasn't my fault. So that was a big one for me. Um, that I'm slow as fuck. Wait, that you're not. I mean, you had to learn that you weren't, right? Oh, are you saying you have to learn the truth that you are? That's a break. That's a breakthrough, though. I'm glad you came to that realization. People failed you, not the others. Yeah, oh yeah, I know. It's a big thing. Like I said, I have to keep on telling myself that. But I do like to annoy through text too. That you are. You have to tell, girl. Saying being blamed for everything that went on in my life. Yes, Diane. I'm sorry you had to go through that too, but it's good that you broke it, hopefully. Or you're breaking that, because like I said, I still have to convince myself that it's not my fault, but at least I could go, at least it's easier for me to get out of that pattern. In society, I'm slow as fucking puts. Yeah, well, I don't want to use the word slow as fuck. You gotta use some other word. I thought I was smarter than I was. I don't think it's that. I wish I knew. I wish I had the right words to say it, but it's not. I don't know how to say it. Um, no, it's not that either. Not that word. I just learned I apparently have abandonment issues. So I overextend as security because I think people will leave me. So I feel you on that one. Uh, I'm the same. Well, I was the same way. No, I'm not anymore. So slow is, yeah, of course slow's a better word than that, but I just don't think it's that in general. It's something else. I'm too trusting, yeah. I see the best in people, but I used to see the best of people too until I didn't. Yeah, I think naive's a better word than the words that Cherry's using. I think it's more naive. So is it funny that I dozed off of my finger landed on your name, Zap? Yeah. Gullible, I don't know how to spell it. But yeah, I think yeah, those are better words than what you were using before. You are attracted to my energy even when you're not conscious. That's why Gina. Gina missed a good night last night with the runes. It's always a good night with the runes, but last night was, like, I think the most energy that we shared and stuff like that. Makes me more in danger than I thought. Yeah, for sure. That's a huge thing. Um, I didn't want to bring up autism again. Yeah. Jerry, no, that's not dumb. It just means your brain operates differently. Yeah. Can you read mine? What? Read your what? The runes? Or what you said? Something you said? I don't know if I'm going to get into the runes when I'm this nasally and stuff. It drives me crazy. She is really intelligent. That's why that's why I said you got to use different wording and stuff like that because it's just the thing of um trusting people too much and stuff like she said. So when she started using different words, that's yeah. My social awareness, yeah, that's bad. Because usually when she shows me somebody or she's talking to somebody, I'm like, girl, what the fuck's wrong with you? And in my head, I'm like, she gotta learn her own lesson. She gotta learn her own lesson, so. Oh, I have that too, Jerry. I ask ChatGPT about people's psychology and motivation all the time because I can't figure them out. Yeah. Um, let's go this. Let's see. Skip over some. What do you wish people understood about you? So, what did you? What do you wish other people understood about you? I love psychology partly because of this. It's one of my special interests. Yeah. The irony of us. I'm asking Chat Bot to help me figure out people. Hold on a second. I'll be right. I'm pushing mute for a second. You didn't have to delete that comment. I am thugging. Cherry. Oh, this stupid person saying thugging. You would be right. Uh, what was the question again? What do you wish people understood about you? Um, I'm trying to think. I don't know. Let me read other people's before I try to think about it, because I'm thinking. And Sweden's manipulated people never help either, yeah. Their words mean something entirely different than what they say. That's my weakness. I always get fooled by it, but I'm learning. Not everyone, but a good amount of people, yep. That I'm not an evil manipulator. Manipulative. Oh, okay. My pain. Let me go back to the question. You wish people understood your pain more. And I was gonna say something like that too. Like when I say, "Oh, I've had all these diagnoses, all this shit." Um, I wish people understood the difficulties of having to deal with it on every single fucking day. Like how difficult it is as a person. But I really didn't know how to word that. And my voice betrays me. Your voice betrays you. I wish people would understand that just because I don't want to hang out with you doesn't mean I don't like you. I just need lots of space. Yeah. Yes, Williams, we can relate. It hurts. Is that why you think you need a therapist, Rainbow? But yeah, it's just like I'm not trying to, especially when there's so many people now that beg on the internet and like I said, when it comes to mental health or illness, chronic illnesses that are physical or mental, and they're just instantly saying, I have depression, send me money. I have this, send me money. And that just makes me so mad because it's like you're taking away from people that truly suffer the points that they're trying to make because you're begging for money and stuff. It's such a different world now on the internet. I can't stand seeing people like that. Um, it's what you want to do. What's your talent? What are you trying to express and give people for in return for their money? Just saying you're depressed and you need money, so I think that takes away from people that are, even though those people might be depressed too, but that's not, people that are truly depressed. They're trying to like be heard, and they're not going to be heard as long as people like that are there. Well, and they're becoming more common. Uh, it glitched because YouTube likes to throw you off every few minutes and put you back on, so it will glitch some. Uh, Sweetums, no, I don't want to see a therapist. Sweetums, your true friends would understand that about you. I felt that since I met you, Jared, that there were similarities. Sweetums, do you suck at catching or understanding idioms? Blah, blah. Yeah, idioms. I don't even know what idioms are, but yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought you did. I thought it was just me. I heard the voice. Well, what was it? Something creepy? It wasn't the usual glitching that we got last night. True, but my extended relatives don't really get it. That's a hard one because I was outcast and my family never accepted. Oh, but it could just mean like for people in general, like what did you want them to accept about you, or still want them to accept about you? It was like I really lost my mind hearing what was it? Cherry, what do you mean about the idioms? It was so creepy. What? Are you guys serious? I never know if you guys are serious or not. I say pain as in physical pain that I'm in, but people don't see it. So, yeah, exactly. So they don't understand and they have expectations from me that at times are very difficult and then they get mad at me. Yeah, no, I get it. I'm sorry, Diane. You've been through so much in your life. Yeah, she has. So I wish people could understand my pain. That no, I got it. I got understood what you meant. But I was just saying how people throw. They're not they're not making it as they're teaching anybody how to. They're not standing up for themselves. They're saying, I don't know if you guys have seen them. They just made me mad. The people that are just like, I have this, give me money, instead of trying to teach people about what they're living with. Um, it's too much to explain for me right now. I smoked. uh, so serious, really? I'm gonna listen to that again. Oh, you're gonna go back and listen? Yeah, they said let me get paid. That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. They're not saying, uh, they're not doing anything. They're not creating anything. They're just saying, I have this. Send me cash app. That's it. Well, like that's all you don't have a talent. You're not trying to spread awareness. You're not trying to make people understand. You just want money. Like I don't get that. Uh Like, might as well get paid. Yeah, but add something to it. Oh, Sweden was when my dad passed. It was this weird time of people giving their condolences, but happy to see me because I went MIA for 10 years. I get it, Rainbow. People who have expectations and make demands of you, and you can't, and they get upset. Yep. Was it your family or friends too? Do you think you're doing that with your mom's passing too? Exactly. Did the glitch sound like words or something? Binks needs to claw some people for revenge. An alien glitch. Yeah, because when you said the glitch happened, usually when a glitch does happen, my computer will show me that I'm what's it called? I can't think of the word. It will show me that it's glitching basically. So I can see it on my computer. When you said that it wasn't showing anything. But it will show me that it's buffering. And then it didn't show any buffering. Yeah, and then it will show on my phone that I'm on the live, it will show reconnected or reconnecting, and none of that happened when you guys said it glitched. So I was just like, oh, maybe it's gonna glitch? I don't know. Hey, what's up with me? I got 6 likes. We gotta get these likes up to at least 10. I still haven't been getting my 10. It's been like one away from it, so you guys hit the like. And then if you guys are watching the replay, please hit the like button for me. Well, we gotta mark down like what the minute mark was. How many? So it was probably like around the hour minute mark. Oh, I know I'm probably gonna delete this because of how I sound. I can't stand. I need to get that little Vicks vapor rub stick that you stick up your nose. You know when a DJ will scratch a record back and forth. What? It made the voice jumbled. It was like that. Wow. Forgot to like the last one. Just did. So it was everybody except my mom, sibling, niece, and nephew. You sounded way worse before. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm just more paranoid because I listened a little bit back to the ones before. I'm like, I can't believe I stayed on live like that. Um, what emotion do you struggle to express the most? What emotion do you struggle to express the most? I think for me it's fair. Like if I'm truly scared of something, um, I mean I might say that I'll have anxiety or something, but I've never been vulnerable enough to truly be like, oh yeah, I'm really really scared of something. Like if I was ever scared like I'm talking about like when it comes to showing dominance type thing. I've never shown that. I've never been like, oh, I'm really scared of this moment because I've always had to be like, well, I will fuck you up. Well, I will, and I will. That's a guarantee, but still, I never had, like, also raising a daughter, I was the only, I had to be, the mom and the dad, and that's a hard thing. So I always had to be very tough, and I couldn't let fear get to me at all. So it would have been nice to show a little softer side of myself, but it was never created because I always had to be that person in the family as my whole, in my family, and then with my daughter, like I will fuck you up, bitch. So I think it would have been nice to be trying to show a little softer side. Like I don't really know how to express that type of stuff because even me saying it in the back of my head, it's like, and I will fuck you up, bitch. So that just shows how I trained myself to be. Like I will fuck you up. Um, love has been hard for you to express. You think you're talking about to what though? You think even like with partners too? I thought I was falling asleep again when your voice did that weird thing. Oh, great. Um, I don't like expressing fear too. I don't want anybody to see my vulnerable if I don't know them. Yeah, it feels so overwhelming and hard to accept. Oh, to accept love. Anger, I hold it in until I can't. Alright, Rainbow. Especially in the medical setting, I don't ever want to cry in front of medical staff. Yeah, that's hard. Rainbow, you're like a volcano. Volcano, yeah. And even with anger with me, I don't show nearly as much as I have inside. I just show enough to a person for them to know that they will be fucked up. But it depends on the setting too. Like I'm not gonna set I'm not gonna set myself up if it comes to a situation where I know that I'll be thrown in jail just because of the color I am. So if it was a showdown like that, I'll just keep my anger in because I'm like, this will just be useless. But other than that, I show enough to get people the fuck out my face. Um, I'm a little teapot. Sweet as once my dad passed, I still isolated. Then my mom got sick. Basically, I had only seen people at my parents' funerals. Yeah. What experience hurt you but also changed you for the better? I know. Don't say everything. There has to be. Pick out one that you know. Oh, here goes Jerry. Say, oh, does that just answer somebody's question? So what? What did I just say? What experience hurt you but also changed you for the better? I have to say, which is a sucks, but it's the truth, is with this last illness that hit me and just took so much of my life away from me. Um, it took a tremendous amount of my life away from me, but it also showed me who cared through the process, which wasn't many. A lot of people fell off. Um, it showed me that I need to stand up for myself. It had me cutting a lot of people out because if I didn't, they made me feel worse. They made my sickness worse, and I didn't want to get more sick, so I had to cut them off. So it was definitely. Um, I wish it didn't happen, but when it did, it had me cutting out all the poison in my life. My friends and I go back 30 and over 40 years. They understand I've always needed space, and when I'm ready, they will be there. Yeah. Almost dying from med withdrawal. Yeah. Sure, you don't blame. Sure, you don't have to earn anything or do anything to be deserving of love. You deserve it just the way you are. Yeah, it's hard to believe that. So, does anybody else have one of those moments? And, like what it's done is change you for the better. So, you mentioned the situation that changed you for the better. Do you want to say, like, how you changed for the better? Like how I did, where I knew I could, like, cut people off because I wasn't about to get worse than I already am and stuff like that. And if anybody else, the entire year of 2025, oh no. But you changed for the better, is that what you're saying? Rainbow? No, it doesn't have to be a bad situation. It just says what changed you. What experience. Wait. Oh, yeah, it does have to be a bad situation. It says what experience hurt you but also changed you for the better. So, yeah, it hurt. It hurts at first, but it changed you for the better. I learned I was way stronger than I thought. Yeah. I think moving so much as a kid, I didn't like it, but like, because of the instability. But it made me a lot more accepting of everyone's differences, cultures, etc. Yeah, that is true. We moved a lot in our life too. It was in the same country though. And but still moving around the country, you'll see there's everybody's so different. Every town, city, state is so different from the next. It's unbelievable. So you really have to get used to every city and stuff like that, and every pattern and all that stuff. Yeah, that takes years of life off moving. Yep. Moving around is exhausting and having to make new friends all the time. Yep. Like I said, the new person in class, when you're always introduced, this is blah blah, the new person, that's the most embarrassing thing to be having to tell a class about yourself when you don't even know about yourself. All you know is your name. And then you have to go sit down while everybody's looking at you. Oh, the worst thing. I felt like I made new bullies everywhere. Yeah. It teaches you how to be adaptable, though. Very true. I can't ever adapt. Yeah, I had bullies too just because I didn't speak up at a certain time for a long time in school because my mom told me not to. But like I said, it wasn't a fear of I would get my ass kicked because I would sure enough get kicked their ass, but it was just that I didn't say anything at all, and I didn't kick their ass. Like making friends, yeah. William's one friend I didn't see for 10 years of my dad. I saw him at his funeral. 7 years went by and I needed to take my mom to the hospital since my dad and I had problems with the hospital. Called my friend who I hadn't seen in 7 years since my dad's funeral. He walked in the hospital and admitted my mom. Wow, that's good. Sorry for telling me that. My brain is done. What did you type, bro? Did you type something? What did you type? Oh, he sounds like an amazing friend. Yeah. What does healing look like for you now? What does healing look like for you now? Just having anxiety think. Mm, what does healing... For me, I think healing looks like this, what I'm doing and not stopping, even though it's just very hard to do and manage. And I feel like it's healing just is not to put too much on myself. Like, I originally wanted to just like start writing stuff up, but I knew once if I started planning this, like writing stuff and having stuff prepared, I knew that would take the fun out of it for me, because that type of stuff just gets me too overwhelmed. So I think a healing shows me just to just freestyle for now. Maybe things will change. Maybe I'll have to feel like I need to be, more put together. But for right now, it's like you're just getting the raw version of me, because it's all I could do. It's all I have energy for. Um, and just hoping people are accepting to it. That's a big part of my healing journey. Just 100% being myself, and hoping it goes well, and hoping people, like I said, could accept it and not be all judgy and stuff. Uh, Healing for me is understanding that I can't be as productive as I used to be, and that is okay to slow down, because it's not laziness or incompetence. It's recovery. Exactly. You're doing great. Thank you, Jerry. I feel like this year is going to be a good one for everyone. Hopefully. I hope so. You're doing amazing. I think you don't realize how much healing you're providing for all of us. Yeah, I don't. I do realize to a certain a little extent, but I'm just like I said. I'm glad that I feel like it's an exchange of energy from me to you guys and back. It's all one circle of energy. So I hope it's definitely healing more than hurting. Don't speak too soon, Gina. Your jinx is all to smithereens. Uh, Let me try to find a few more questions. I know people are like, forget this question. I thought these were just so much more deeper, though. Oh, this is a good one. This is for relationships and love. How do you know when you trust someone? How do you know when you trust someone? You didn't. I said, I don't know. Reading with my voice like this, reading rooms. Oh my gosh. How do you know when you trust someone? I don't know. Because I haven't trusted someone since I stopped trusting people. I think I'm trusting, I think I'm trusting someone now, like on a friend basis. I think that's easier than looking at it as like if I was on trying to do it in a relationship type of way. But I think anytime I was in any relationship, whatever, before, I saw bullshit. I just didn't call them on the bullshit because, I always saw how they were. It was just I didn't understand that people could be so cold hearted. I didn't know it existed. Like I said, I had to train my brain to realize it exists. So once I did that, I didn't have anybody to trust. So I don't know. I can't answer that. Just can anybody answer that question? Uh, I don't fully, never will. I know I trust someone when I don't have to ask them to pick up the slack for me. Okay. When you see them trying and growing true. Seems you're exhausted me already. You're out. Oh, dang. Um, no, Fergina, I need the most help. It's not just romantic. No, it's not. That's why I said not in general relationships. I'm talking about trusting like a new person, whether it's friendship, relationship, or whatever. I haven't really given many people a chance. But definitely when you see it's somebody evolving where you could have a conversation and somebody's like, oh yeah, instead of like, I don't know, I'm telling you, when I was trying to save my last friendship that was 30 years, all he kept on saying is, I'm dumb, I don't understand. And he really wanted me to believe that he was dumb and he didn't understand and he was okay with that. That's crazy. Not that, oh, I understand and I could change. It's like, I'm going to say the same way because I'm dumb. And even if that was a fact, which it wasn't, how am I at the time? What am I supposed to do for myself? Accept that and be like, okay, well, I don't need nothing from you. I'll just continue on with this stuff. Come on. Yeah, Gina's had me read her rooms. That sounds like weaponizing incompetence. Exactly. And I don't know who the hell is gonna just be like, oh sure, okay, let's do this. Even though I'm miserable in this friendship, let's keep on doing it this way because you're stupid. So that's what it's like 30 years down the drain just because of nobody wants to learn and grow. Alright, I'm gonna do some runes sounding like this with my nose because Cherry asked. Um so I'm not reading mine, so if somebody wants me to read theirs they could ask me since I'm gonna have the runes out anyway because Cherry wants me to. It's just someone being lazy, not willing to take responsibility, yeah. I've only trusted my mom and niece 100%. My guard is always up with people. It takes me a while to get to know people. Tip with me, I can't stand a liar. I don't get offended. Just tell me the truth. Same with me. Can't. That's what I say all the time. Like, you don't gotta lie. I rather know the truth and let me sit with the truth. If you're telling me the truth as a person, even if I disagree, if it makes me angry, but it's the truth, I'm telling you, I'll see more reasoning in that than you tell me a fucking lie. Usually the truth I can work my brain around it enough to at least try to understand enough. And then if it's the truth and I don't like the truth and it's totally against whatever I feel, then I will tell you the truth back at you too. So yeah, the truth is always the best, no matter what it is. My God, I just swiped up to a 50-year-old white man scene. I'll take you to the can. Well, sing it. I'll take you to the candy shop. Oh no. uh, Sweet, she has read me a few times over. Who can? Yeah, who can stand a liar if you know they're lying? A lot of people don't remember though. You got to think about it. A lot of people don't know people are lying though. They're all in it. Not trying to be snotty. I am taking it too literally. What about your ride? What about your ride or oh, Cherry, pass me some of what you got. Remember, we can't use the other word in here, Cherry, for the ride, or you can't use that other word. Um, use that in that way. Oh, what, the unalive thing? What about when someone does white lies to spare your feelings? Like, oh yes, her horizontal stripes look okay on you. If that, I, if I could understand if it was just in general passing, like say to a coworker or something. But if you're like good friends with somebody or you're a family member and they ask you that, it's like tell them the truth about the stripes. Don't lie. Don't do the little white lies. Only do little white lies when it comes to, like I said, coworker stuff. When it comes to dressing, for me, that's what I would do. I would tell a family member or someone close, like, "Girl, you better go change that." So they're good. 80% if you hold something. Maybe I tell months later. I think. I thought, why can't they just? Oh yeah, yeah. They have to use that lovely stupid word for YouTube. All right, let me push. I'm gonna push mute so I can grab my room. Yeah, sweetums. All right, I'm back. Hopefully this light stays. I know I probably gotta charge it soon. Oh, it's all right. Um, like withhold the truth from you in what way? Gina, like they made themselves out to be something they're not. There we go. With getting the rooms out. Mom, do a little shuffling. Uh, Cherry, can you tell me what bag you want me to read out of one, two, or three? He said two. That's the second 9-year old, the bag that I was shuffling. That was in my hand. Everybody got that for their reading. I had two in my hand. Alright. Two. Oh, Mahjong. I play that online. Yeah, they are like little tiles. I said she had two. And you said this was something more, family thing. I hope I don't get the. I hope I don't know what it is. Because I hate when I'm like, if it, touches some part of me. Oh, let me see. Just childhood for me in general. Yeah, I know, but still, that gets to me too. See, that was reversed if there is a reverse. Ooh, this bag's going crazy tonight. I don't know what's wrong with it. Has a mind of its own. Dang. You got growth and in reverse, so 115. I sent it my energy. um 115. Alright. Growth in reverse. It says events or more likely aspects of character interfere with the growth of new life. You may feel dismay or failing to take right action, but rather than dismay, what is called for is diligence. Examine what has occurred, your role in it, your needs, the needs of others. Are you placing your wants before the needs of others? Strip away until you can identify the obstacle to growth in the situation. Then, oh, this is the one you always get. Because remember this line? Then penetrating gently, imitate the wind, and I always crack up off this line. You always get this rune. What the heck? Isn't this the third time I pulled it for you? You may be required to fertilize the ground again, but through correct preparation, growth is assured. I'm not doing that. Oh, what? What? You already knew. You're like, no, not this again. What the heck? Oh my gosh. You don't want to penetrate gently, imitating the wind. Uh, I don't agree with that. Man, it's something for you. Because you always get it. I'm gonna pull another one though. Gonna keep that out of the bag. Penetrating gently into the crease. Oh no. um, it's mixed. I'm telling you, the same rooms will come out for a reason. I put everybody's needs ahead of my own. Exactly. That's what it said. That you put everybody's needs ahead of your own. Unless I comprehended it wrong, that's what it said. It said don't do that anymore. Yeah, it's asking you, are you placing your wants before the needs of others? Is it, just examine what you're doing, not that you're doing it. Examine what has occurred. Your role in it, your needs, the needs of others. Are you placing your needs once before the needs of others? So it's not saying that you're doing that, it's saying, are you doing that? And then it says, strip away until you can't identify the obstacle to growth in this situation. So it's not saying you did it. Yeah. So I'm gonna pull another one. I mean, like I said, that always comes out for you, so let's try to get a different one. And you guys, the normal read for runes are 3 runes. I just don't do 3 runes because I'm reading for more than one person usually. And that will take up a lot of time and energy. Uh, oh no. No. I don't like this room. You got disruption. Couldn't we get disruption? Um, disruption. Isn't that what you're supposed to do though? Prioritize yourself over what other people want from you. But it's not telling you not to put yourself first. It's saying evaluate, like they're just basically saying evaluate these, like evaluate yourself. And then they just put in, some things that it might touch on to some people, but it doesn't mean that it's saying you're this way. It's just breaking down a few things. You guys want me to read it again? I don't think wants should go ahead of others' needs. It shouldn't. It's not saying. I don't know how to. You know what, you two? I don't know what other ways to put it. It's just putting out examples. It's not saying you're that way. All right, I'll read it again. It says events or more likely aspects of character interfere with growth of a new life. You may feel dismay at failing to take right action, but rather than dismay, what is called for here is diligence. Examine what has occurred, your role in it, your needs, the needs of others. Then this is just saying, are you doing this? It's not saying you are doing this. It's just putting examples. It says, are you placing your wants before the needs of others? Strip away until you can identify the obstacles to growth in this situation. Then penetrating gently, imitate the wind. So it's not. It's saying, are you placing your wants before the needs of others? It's not saying you are doing that. It's asking if you are. And obviously, if that's something you're not doing, then you're not doing it. The first line of the whole thing: events or more likely aspects of character interfere with the growth of a new life. Are you placing your wants in the needs wait. Are you placing your wants before the needs of others? So like like I said, this isn't saying you're doing this, but just to break that down, like wants and needs, you have to have a whole discussion over wants and needs, the definition of that and stuff like that. And if you, this is too long. Um, your wants and needs are two different things, and wants aren't needs. So if you say this is with loved ones, this isn't just about general public, but with loved ones, if you wanted something and your loved ones needed something, you're obviously going to give them what they need before what you want, because what you want isn't what you need as a person. Do you understand that? That's why I said it's so hard to talk about wants and needs, because you have to break it down to category, and it's like it's confusing to people that haven't had. I've had the arguments of wants and needs so many times, so I get it, but I don't know. Um, yeah, it's just saying examine yourself. Want is something wanted, wants aren't at exactly. So they're saying basically, if you wanted something, but you basically say your loved ones needed something, you're obviously going to give them what they need before you give yourself what you want. What you want. I want these M&Ms because I need them. You can't tell me any difference. It's not because of that. I think it's just asking you to examine if you did that and how it affected you. Yeah, it's not saying you're doing it. It's just not a clear enough definition. It could mean a couple of things. That means basically, if you're wanting something and you see a person in need, that, like I said, clearly a person that you love, it doesn't have to be just a random. Then if you're still giving yourself it instead of somebody in need, you would be wrong. But it's not saying that you're doing that. I'll have to explain it to you later. But it's not saying you're doing that, number one. It's just saying, look at yourself and see if there's something you could um evaluate and stuff like that. Like, look at yourself a little deeper. It's not accusing you of doing that, though. But I keep getting it. Oh, I know you keep getting the rune. I think you keep getting the rune because of the you may feel dismay at failing to take the right action. But then dismay, I think the diligence, like you're doing the right thing. I think, and it's telling you don't feel dismay when you're doing the right thing. I think that's why you keep getting this one, because it's saying basically keep going even though you might feel dismay about what you're doing. Keep doing it. I think that's why, yeah, but sometimes you might feel like guilty and stuff like that. And it's saying don't do that. Keep on doing what you're doing. That's what I think you keep on getting in this room. Um yeah, Sweden. Because like, did you do that circle? Yes or no? Yeah. If you could only not feel dismay. I know, but that's why it's telling you, like, please don't. It's like you're going in the right direction. But the next one is disruption. And that is 121. And we get this one a lot too. No penetrate. So disruption, natural forces, elemental power. There's this poem that says, "Do not go gently into that good night," and now all I can think is penetrate into the gentle wind. Yeah, they need to use some different words there. All right. So this one's long, and we've gotten this a few times, but I'm still gonna read it. Um, Change, freedom, invention, and liberation are all attributes of this rune. Drawing it indicates a pressing need within the psyche to break free from constricting identification with material reality and to experience the world. Oh, I just read this yesterday because it got this damn word in it. You know what? The archetypical or whatever that I cannot archetypical archetypal archetypal archetypal. I have to Google this to see how Google says it one of these days when I'm off. Who got this yesterday? Um, that word. That word. That Sweden's put. Um, and then there's another word in here that gets me too, but I'm not gonna be stumped by it yet. The rune of elemental disruption of events that seem to be totally beyond your control. That's your childhood, totally beyond your control. As only an upright position, and yet it always operates through reversal. When you draw this rune, expect disruption, for it is the great awakener. Although the form the awakening takes may vary, perhaps you will experience a gradual feeling of coming to your senses, as though you were emerging from a long sleep. Then again, on the onset of the power of okay, then again, the onset of the power may be such as to rip away the fabric of what you previously knew as your reality, your security, your understanding of yourself, your work, your relationships, or beliefs. Be aware, however, that what operates here is not ultimately an outside force, not a situation of you're at the mercy of externals. Your own nature is creating what's happening, and you are not without power. The inner strength you have funded until now in your life is your support and guide at a time when everything you're taking for granted is being challenged. The more severe the disruption in your life, the more significant and timely the requirements for your growth. Another of the psycho runes, um, the term radical discontinued. Oh, that's the word. That's radical. Damn it. Radical discontinue. Did I get this yesterday? Discontinue. I'm not doing it. Does anybody remember it? Do I gotta spell out? It is DIS. There you go, Sweetums. I was waiting for somebody. I was like, come on, we just went through this. Yes, radical, that word. Um, best describes the action of this rune, and it's most forceful. The universe and your own soul are demanding that you do indeed grow. So, just to break that down to you, if you didn't get it, sister, it was basically saying you had no control over your childhood, no control at all, whatsoever, and that you have gone through time enough for growth and change, and basically use what you're learning now to, go further. Girl, you didn't listen to any of it. It's just saying use what you're. You know what? You made me break out these rooms when I wasn't gonna do them, and you get. It's just saying that the skills you have now are gonna help you get through a lot of stuff, and that your childhood wasn't your fault. I cannot believe you, Cherry. Had me breaking out these rooms. But it did say what you went through and learned in the beginning is not your fault. The position you were in was not your fault. That's what I told myself and asked. Yeah. I feel like what it was saying is that you're going through changes, but you have to stop reassessing in order to get the past shot. Yeah, and basically in the past there was nothing you could do. It was out of your control. That you have new skills now to work with, and that's what's going to get you through. Yeah. So even though you were zoned out, you got it. No, it helps me learn and look past them to learn. Yeah. I'm sorry, life started out so. Yeah. It started out, and if it finishes this way, it will be so. It still will be horrible if it finishes this way. Yeah, but with compassion towards yourself for sure. It says the universe and your own soul are demanding that you do indeed grow. It sucks forever. Yeah. Before I put these away, does anybody else want one? It's fine if you don't. I know we read one last night, so just asking before I put these away. The name of the one I just read was just Disruption. The first one was the first one was what, Breakthrough? The second one was Disruption. I'll make sure the first one was Breakthrough. Oh no, the first one was Growth, wasn't it? The first one was Growth in reverse and then Disruption. Disruption doesn't have a reverse. Last night, Cherry, everybody got a rune that didn't have a reverse, and each one picked from a different bag. And I was the only one that got like one with the reversed, but everybody else there was no reverse to it. I thought that was cool. I'm still working on myself, so I fear mine won't be the same. Usually, we should test it tonight. I know it most likely will because it's only been a day. But you want to test it, Sweetums? It might be different. Before I put this away, let me know. It has to be my daily mantra. I'm hungry for quick change with zero effort. Yeah. Do you want one, two, or three? Where did the third bag go? What the heck? I was about to say don't get lost like that. The jewelry pieces. Three. Three the bag that tried to walk away from me. I'm too sleepy to pay attention, so I'll pass it. Okay. Gina, I think I swiped your night owl card. What is this? Listen here. You have been absent from this live. You dare ask those questions? No, there's three bags. I just say one, two, three now instead of trying to name off the crystals. Wholeness. 131. Wholeness. I think that's different. Is wholeness going to be a long ass one? Probably. So I don't think there's reverse. This is a long one, and it's, if you get it, I think it's usually a nice one. Wholeness. That's me. There are three bags, but we only picked four rooms. Oh, Sweetums, you like the long ones? So this is Life Force. This is Sun's Energy. I don't know if you got this one before, because it's like basically. Well, I'll just read it. Well, somebody has gotten this a couple times. Maybe it's been all different people. Um, this rune stands for wholeness, that which your nature requires. It embodies the impulse towards self-realization and indicates a path you must follow. Not for oh my god, no. Not for don't do it. Don't do it. Not from alternative. You know what that damn word is. I can't say words tonight, you guys. Oh my gosh. Something motives. It's I know the word. I can't say it tonight. ULTERIOR. ULTERIOR. Alter. I know this word. I can't say it though. But not from those motives, okay? So not from those motives. Yeah. But from the core of your individuality. Seeking after wholeness is a spiritual warrior's quest. And yet, what you are striving to become in actuality is what you are by nature. What you are by nature already are. So that sounds confusing, that little thing. But it's just basically saying you're striving to become what you already are inside. You just don't really know it's there. But that's what you're striving to become. You must become conscious of your essence and bring it into form. Express it in a creative way. A rune of great power, making life force available to you. This marks a time for regeneration, right down to the cellular level. Although this rune has no reverse position, this is reason for caution. You may see fit to withdraw, to retreat in the face of a pressing situation, especially if events or people are demanding that you expend your energy now. So basically, people are trying to get you to do something you're not ready for. It's basically saying don't back away or go in or retreat. Know that such a retreat is a retreat in strength. So when you retreat, if people press you down, when you retreat, right? It says, um, when people are demanding, know that such a retreat is a retreat in strength, and that it can indicate the need for a voyage inward for centering, for balance. Timely retreat is among the skills of a spiritual warrior. At the same time, for this rune counsels opening yourself up, letting the light into a part of your life that has been a secret or shut away. Do you hear that part, Sweetums? It says letting the light into a part of your life that has been a secret or shut away. Well, I'm gonna take a drink. To accomplish this may call for profound recognitions, for admitting to yourself something that you have long denied. This is a prayer known as the it's spelled Gayatry. That's what this prayer is. Gayatry. That embodies the spirit of, and the spirits is Sowelu. Address the sun in this fashion. So basically, you're addressing the sun. I talked about this before, just addressing the sun. And it says, this is the prayer. You who are the source of all power, whose rays illuminate the whole world, illuminate also my heart, so that it too can do your work. So that was the prayer part. While reciting this, visualize the sun rays streaming forth into the world, entering your own heart, and then streaming out from your heart center back into the world. Basically, you're asking for something to be brought into you, and also in return, you're giving it back out to the world. This is a powerful and life enhancing prayer. Again, there is caution here not to give yourself airs. Even in the time of bountiful energy, you are required to face and vanquish your refusal to let right action flow through you. Nourish this capacity, for it is a mark of true humility. Practice the art of doing without doing. Aim yourself truly and then maintain your aim without manipulating effort. For by our own power we do nothing. Even in loving, it is love that loves through us. Remember that I always say this line when I hear this. It says, even in love, it is love that loves through us. So love is a separate entity. When you're loving, you're loving. It's loves through us. It's not just something that's just thrown out there. The way of thinking of being this way of thinking and being integrates new energy and permits you to flow into wholeness. which is the ultimate goal of the spiritual warrior. So you must take it as long as you need. Hopefully it will take as long. Hopefully it won't take as long as me. Oh my goodness, it's because all my extended family is trying to get me to go their functions and I'm not replying, but I'm working on myself and my recovery. Yeah, do it in your own time, basically. I know what it is. I've been working on myself and doing a book called 100 Days of Be Brave and putting myself first without feeling guilty about it. Yep. So, like I said, the part that you're searching for is already in you. You just gotta work it out. And I always like to think about love where it's love is working through us, not like it's like just like it's sort of separate from anybody and you integrate it in you, and in other people, and it works that way. It makes love a little bit more complicated, but also, I don't know, I like looking at it that way. Yeah, the spiritual warrior. So, everybody else said no to the rooms. I think I'm gonna see what I get since uh, I said I wasn't going to, but I think I will now. What runes? I'm gonna read the rune from the runes that nobody picked yet for mine. I think I read from these last night for mine too. The opalite ones. They haven't been getting. Well, no, they did get picked last night. That's weird because I knew that even though it's been a couple of days, it feels like I'm making a little progress where I was absolutely stuck before. And that's what it is. It's baby steps. As long as you're going forward and not behind, it's always something good. And sometimes you have to go behind again to start stepping up again. Like, it's a whole process. You want your niece to meet the old you? So you don't think the new you is, so you just take it something, hopefully it won't take. You don't think the new you is good or something? No, I suck. I used to be dope. Oh. I think if she meets you, in general, just meets you, that's going to be part of the new you because you haven't seen people. So just meeting you would be a big deal. And then the other stuff could come after that. But making the effort to see her and stuff, that's a big deal. I have to realize I play them so I can write down write out my runes. Make sure you keep whatever one you thought the best to, because when when I do put them in the necklaces or whatever, you might want that rune when they're on the site, because I'm really gonna do that. Put the runes in necklaces so somebody would have their favorite. I just gotta pick what stone set that I want them in. Okay, here's mine, which I think we got. Did we get this yesterday too? Oh no, this is just fertility, which we get it 100 times. I'm still gonna read it, I guess. Maybe I'll get a different thing out of it for me. It's coming into a new, which I don't know what that would be for me. 100. A new what? Maybe I'm gonna get a little less pain this year. I'm ready for that. All right, fertility. It's long too, but um, might as well just do it. Okay, so as we are tested. Wait a minute, that's not it. 100, not 2. Okay, this rune is akin to the moon, the intuitive part of your nature, with its surge towards harmonizing and adjusting to that lovely word that I don't care, SPHERE, I will not say, of personal relationships. This rune embodies the need to share, the yearning to be desired, a search after similarities. That's what I was talking about. What happened to me last night, I think the power that I felt was because I always search after similarities in people. Like, is anybody gonna ever like what I like? I don't think it's ever come as close as it has so far, especially last night. So, definitely that search for similarities, for sure. Yeah, yearning to be desired, and embodies the need to share like you want to share. The completion of the beginning is what this room requires. It may mark a time of joyous deliverance of a new life, a new path, a rune of great power. Drawing it means that you now have the strength to achieve completion, resolution, for which comes a new beginning. Above all, completion is crucial here. It may be timely that you complete some project now, which is my jewelry. If so, make that your first priority. Perhaps a difficult state of mind can be resolved, clarified, turned around. Drawing this rune indicates that you must fertilize the ground for your own deliverance. All things change, and we cannot live permanently amid obstructions. This rune signals your emergence from a closed, crystallized state. As you resolve and clear away the old, you will experience a release from tension and uncertainty. You may be required to free yourself from a rut, habit, or relationship, from some deep cultural or behavior pattern, some activity that was quite proper to the self you are leaving behind. Exactly. Peace out, all that shit. The period at or just before birth is often a dangerous state. Movement involves danger, yet movement that is timely leads out of danger. Now it is time to enter the delivery room. Another of the cycle room counsels preparation, being centered and grounded, freeing yourself from all unwanted influences, and seeing the humor you indeed prepare to open yourself to the will of heaven, and can await your deliverance with calm certainty. Yeah, I like this room. Usually I think I get mad at this room too, because I'm like, wait, what am I supposed to do? I don't feel anything or whatever like that, but it's like what I'm doing now I have to complete for sure. So I get this room. Um they have them on Google too. She explains them well though. It gets through. What do they have on Google? Let me go up more. Oh, I don't know. Oh, the runes on Google. Yeah, a lot of times with the runes, if you Google them, there's a lot of different meanings and stuff like that. So it is like sort of more personal with the person that reads them. I think everybody will have different views. Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I would save time to not have to write them all out individual. Well, this book, if you Google it, you won't get these meanings. Anytime I Google the runes, they'll be very simple, simple, a few words, and that's it. So I haven't deep mean. There's way more words in this book. I'm so tired. Must get. Where'd that go? Must get an hour's sleep. Night. Oh, good night, Cherry. What's that, Cherry? Yeah. I think a lot of people got this one. Yeah. Um. The rune meanings and the definitions are accurate. They all mean the same thing. Yeah. But I was just saying, Google has it very, very simple. So like I said, it changes with each whatever individual's energy reading your runes. I'm sure things are going to change and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, you can get the basic meanings off of Google. Oh, just to be safe, then I'll write all the ones you read for me. It's the same meaning, just explained differently. Yeah. I look up everyone online, even though I have to have the book. I'm glad I read from the book before online. I think for me it makes a big difference. With your new little one, Gina, adventure time with your new little one. Sounds awesome. 3 generations of adventure girls. Um. Oh, you said an hour. Now I was wondering why how you only get an hour's sleep, but now I know. You just like to compare. Yeah, it's always good to compare. I was just saying in general things are different though. Do your hands get all? Yeah, for me they do. Um, sometimes they don't. So I'm like, I don't know, but a lot of times I get the little tingles in my fingers and stuff. And if I get a book and it doesn't give me like it doesn't feel like any energy, I won't use that book. So I'm glad the like I bought this book twice, and both times it had energy to it. But I know there's some books that probably feel basic as hell. Like my tarot cards, I have probably I think 3 sets of tarot that was just a waste of money to me because it's like I didn't feel no energy off of them, so I won't read from those. The book explains it in more detail. Yeah. How do you pick the rooms when you buy them? That's another thing too. For me, it's just like whatever crystal I like at the moment the best. I try to find the runes that are made from it. So basically, it's just the crystals I like. Eventually, it's probably going to be just any set I could find because I really want to get all the stones and crystals, but I gotta buy them slowly. So right now, it's just the ones that I think are pretty. But there have been some sets of runes that I've gotten that I won't use either because when I get them, if I don't feel like they have energy to them, I just won't. And you do have to watch out if you do buy runes, they're crystals, any crystals at all. You really have to think about it. If you're buying from people, you're taking their energy onto crystals, carry energy. So always cleanse everything you have that you get. And it matters who reads it, yes. Oh, I didn't realize they were crystal runes. I thought they were just no, I don't buy plastic anything when it comes to I won't buy plastic I'll be mad as like that's why you hear this noise cuz it's stone, it's crystal. Plastic would sound way different. These are heavy. Like even having I have 3 sets in a bag. The bag is heavy as hell because they're stones, they're crystals. So the opalite ones, they're technically called crystals, but they're man-made crystals in a lab, but still they're not plastic. Some opalite you'll find out there is plastic, and that sucks. They shouldn't even be able to do it, but opalite is the only one I have that's made in the lab. The other ones are straight crystal rocks. Like they're very heavy. Would you ever buy runes from a thrift store? If they had all 25, yeah. Like I said, I would just cleanse it. These are originally, runes were carved out in wood. They just wood, like slicing up a little branch and carving it out. So runes were originally wood. And a lot of them you can still get sets in wood. I don't know if I'll ever buy a set like that. I think I like the crystal thing better. Yeah. Um, how do you cleanse them? You could with sage. If you're used to using sage and sage does something good, um, you could cleanse with sage. For me, sage backfires. Whatever, if I try to cleanse, like say something that I felt like, oh, something has dark energy or whatever, and I tried to cleanse my apartment with sage, it made it worse for me. I think I tried that twice and it made it worse. So I gave up on sage, but sage does good for my daughter. So it all depends on if sage doesn't ramp up the energy in a bad way. But moonlight, um if you set them like in the window or somewhere where moonlight shines when the moon's full, it doesn't have to be directly on the full moon. The moon's pretty bright the like 3 days before the full moon, then the full moon, and then 3 days after. So I think all those 7 days, I say that could be cleansing. You're not supposed to use sage, you said? Oh yeah, I know that they say if you're not Native American, you're not supposed to. But that's just like saying. I mean, and like I said, I get it, but that's saying like the creators of people that did the runes. Nobody else should use the runes, and nobody else should use anything. Um. So I think as long as it doesn't bring out something, but it is supposed. They say that sage is like Native Americans sort of put a curse on sage because their shit was stolen. Everything was stolen from them. So I understand what they're saying with that. I get that 100%. But oh, it's endangered now. Sages. Uh oh, it's not cold. No, no. The heat got to be on hot for the baby. Yeah, Sweetums. I think that's where they originated. I didn't know sage was endangered though. So, wait, is the same sage that you burn the sage you put in food? I mean, there's still gonna be a whole bunch of sage in shops and stuff. That's not gonna change. It does suck, especially if it is endangered. So if it's in a shop and stuff, it's like you might as well buy it and burn it because they're still gonna be sitting in shops. It smells the same. It might be the same. I never even thought about that. But there's what's it called too? The wood, is it Palo Santo or something like that? There's that wood you could burn, the little stick of wood. Um for me, I even had, like I said, a water bottle that I had for the longest times. I would just like spray that around the area. Some crystals you can't get wet or whatever, so but anyway, I think cleansing has a lot to do with your own thoughts and words you could say. That's the biggest part about it. You're not wanting bad energy to come in and stuff. So I think a lot of it has to. You could use an incense sticks too. It's, like I said, it's just your intentions you're bringing out during whatever you're lighting, or a white candle, stuff like that. So it's really based off your intentions. You're setting out to cleanse. So that's the biggest part of it. Whatever mediums you use to do that, is on you. That's it. It comes in bundles meant for cleansing. But yeah, so um I mean, people should learn to practice that a lot, for especially like say you go to the thrift store and you buy anything from the thrift store that's that could have energy on it that transferred. Why you say transfer over? Chicken tender. What? Chicken tender is not the same sage, the one that you put in chicken. I don't know if it's the same sage. It probably is. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I said chicken tender. You know what? There's a lot of confusion tonight up in the chat. I thought you were going to bed, Jerry. You said forget that. You might as well stay that compound. I have tea leaves called Mate Latte, and it's so delicious. About an art book from the thrift store, and something wrote their name in it. And when I looked up, I landed right on her obituary. She was an art teacher. Wow. You guys trolling each other. I don't even know. I'm lost at this point. Can I sage with a chicken tender? Oh, oh. Shut up, Jerry. You really could. It's not. You really could cleanse the air with whatever. Well, it could be a dang chicken tender as long as the intentions are behind it. I don't know if the spirits would like that very much, but but you could try. Yeah, you have to. That's why I said it's mainly about the intention, not about what instrument you use. Finger licking good. The spirits will leap full, yeah. Alright, you guys, I'm about to hop off here, though. So thank you guys for coming in and chatting with me. I enjoyed it. I will probably see you next time. I'm always going to say next time because I don't know if it's tomorrow or next day. So did you like the deeper question? Yeah, I like them. There's still some on there. I'm going to be asking. I just didn't want to overwhelm everybody with deep questions. That's why I asked you to ask it because I saw some good ones. All right, you guys. Oh yeah. Hopefully we'll get to see her soon. But you guys have a good night. Like I said, thank you for being here. And all you people that rewatch this back, please hit the like button for me so I can get up to my 10 likes and not be stuck on this 8. 8 has been, I think, for the last 3 lives, there's been 8 likes, but let's try to get these 10s going again. Alright, you guys, have a good night.